Christopher Cornell's parents were unusually quiet in court today. That came as the Green Township man accused in a terror plot to attack the U.S. Capitol pleaded not guilty to 3 charges. 9 on your side's Tom McKee is here now with the reason for this abrupt change. Tom.
Well, Tanya, it's very simple. U.S. Marshals stood at the front of the small federal courtroom before the hearing began today and made it clear that anyone talking, yelling, or standing during the proceeding would be escorted out. That's because of what happened last Friday when Cornell's father called out in court, "Don't trust anyone, Chris." His mother followed with, "I love you." Christopher Cornell's father, John, and mother, Angela, were very vocal soon after their 20-year-old son was charged with planning to attack the U.S. Capitol in Washington.
I'm not saying he's a saint, the only saints are in heaven, but I believe a lot of this was coerced by the FBI.
He was a good kid. I mean, he would do anything in the world for you. He would not hurt nobody.
Even before last week's first court appearance, John Cornell told reporters his son wanted to go back to school to become a nurse. But Thursday, there was silence, total silence, from the father, mother, and other family members as they walked into the federal courthouse to see Christopher's arraignment. It wasn't a long proceeding, just 3 minutes long. Christopher answered a few questions from Magistrate Judge Stephanie Bowman with a high-pitched yes and then pled not guilty. He then heard her say that his request to be called by his chosen Muslim name, Raheel Marous Yabeda, was denied. Then, just as quickly as it began, the hearing was over and the parents didn't comment, nothing at all, when they walked to the office of their son's court-appointed attorney. Now, I can report, too, the marshal's words rang true and not a peep was uttered during that hearing. I even rode down in the elevator next to John Cornell, and he stared straight ahead, never even looking at me or saying a word when I asked him a couple of questions. Now, coming up new at 6, the possible prison term if Cornell is convicted on all 3 of these very serious charges against him. Julie? Todd.